מכירים לשיעור לעילוי נשמת דבורה פייגי בת שמואל, אורה דבורה בת שמואל לשר רבקה בת אברהם, מוניקה מרים בת פני, מנחם מנדל בן אלחנן. Just let me know if you can hear me well. You're good? Okay, you know, there is a beautiful, beautiful message that I saw regarding this parasha that we just passed. And I think that is something that applies to each one of us. And the whole entire parasha is around this topic. There's one of the questions that the Shla Kadosh asked this question. And he says, Ki tikne eved ivri. If you will buy a Jewish slave, then the Torah says, 6 shanim ya'avod uvashevi'it yitzeh lachofshi chinam. 6 years he will work, and the 7th he will go for free. Rabotai, do you have any questions in this pasuk? Ki tikne eved ivri. If you're going to buy a Jewish slave, I'm sorry, he's not becoming slave until you buy it. What do you mean if you buy a Jewish slave? Ki tikne eved ivri. And not only that, Jewish slave, you first mention Jewish and then you mention slave. In the Torah, how they call him? Slave. First of all, slave, then ivri. Is that nice? Ki tikne eved ivri. That's his bin. His bin is to be eved ivri. More than that, let me ask you. We know the Torah is telling us that once the Avid was a slave for 6 years, if he comes to his master and he tells him, Ahavti et Adoni, I love my master. Et ishti v'et banai lo etzeh chofshi, I don't want to go out. So then says the Torah, V'gisho Adonav el Elokim. You have to take him to the bedin. V'gisho el adelet o el mezuzah. You have to take him next to the mezuzah. V'ratza Adonav et ozno b'martzea. You have to make a hole. There's a Gemara, machloket in the Gemara, where exactly was the hole? If down like a regular earring, or up. V'ratza Adonav et ozno b'martzea va'avado le'olam. And he will be a slave forever. The Gemara says, there is no such concept, slave forever. So the maximum time that it can be slave is until the Yovel. Ask the Gemara, why do we have to make him a hole in the ear? And the Gemara answers, Ozen, shelo shamea, a ear that didn't hear. In Har Sinai, lo tignov, right? Lo tignov. Now you have to listen again. That's why we're making this hole. Okay, it's a hole. But Rabotai, let me ask you the question that the Taz brings down. Fantastic question, he says. He says, do you know that in the 10 Commandments, one of the 10 Commandments is not to steal, right? Do you know which type of stealing we're talking about in the 10 Commandments? Whoever steals a person, kidnap. That's the stealing of the Torah, of the 10 Commandments. There is another pasuk of stealing money, but the pasuk that is talking about lo tignov in the 10 Commandments is by stealing a person. So why are you telling me this slave, what a rasha this guy, he didn't hear in Har Sinai lo tignov, and that's why he steals, but he stole money, he didn't steal people. I think, Rabotai, the answer for these two questions is one. The slave, you know why he's called Eved Ivri? You know why before you even bought him, it's called Eved? Because what bring him to be in that level? You know what? That he's slave from his temptations. He's slaves from his desire. When a person is becoming avid, if you first being slave for yourself, automatically you're going to turn up to be avid ivri. If you're not able, to control yourself in the small details, don't worry, you're going to end up also stealing people, doing terrible things. Like the Gemara writes, the Yetzer Hara, Ayom omer lo kach, umachar omer lo aseh kach, until we'll get to the level that he would do what? he will do avodah zarah. So I heard the Perush. What do you mean the Yetzer Hara tells him to do kach? What is? And I saw Perush that says, sometimes in the mitzvot that we do, the Yetzer Hara tells us, it's fine. Don't make a big deal. You're doing it. Yeah, you're good. You come to shul. It's fine. It's fine. You come, and I know that you talk a little. You don't have to be so extreme at shul. How many times the rabbi can talk? Please don't talk at shul. Oh, he's so extreme. Fine. Not a big deal. Or you're talking, and then all of a sudden there is somebody, and fine, you didn't say hello to him. No, big deal. You have to get upset. Come on. What did I do to him? Rabotai, Hayom omer lo kach, umachar omer lo kach. He starts telling him it's fine. Whatever you're doing, it's kacha ze beseder. Like that, it's good. It's fine. Don't worry. You're good. But if the person is not realizing that right now is the Yetzer Hara trying to control his own desires, then machar omer lo lech avodah zarah. Then that day he's going to come and he will tell him, go to do avodah zarah. If you hear already the Yetzer Hara is a smart guy. And he starts slowly. Comes the same thing with the Eved Ivri. You know why he's called Eved Ivri? He's first Eved, and then unfortunately he's Ivri. Because he wasn't able to control his desires first. Unbelievable. Unbelievable chidush. But let me tell you even more than that. Go ahead.
The word Messiah equals or left 400.
400.
And why do they use Messiah to make all of it?
Ozing.
You're enslaved 400 and you still want to be a slave? That's why you're with the Messiah.
Chazak. Meaning even if he steals 400 times?
No, the slavery was 400.
Oh, 400 years. Oh, in Mitzrayim. Oh, you didn't get the message in Mitzrayim, and now you want to continue. Chazak Baruch. Beautiful. Chazak Baruch. Beautiful. But Rabotai, let me tell you one more chidush. The Torah writes about Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe alay el Elokim. When Moshe Rabbeinu went up to get the Torah, it's written that Moshe Rabbeinu went inside the Arafel. What's Arafel? Arafel is the cloud? Yeah, smoke. Like in the morning when sometimes the clouds are down. This is called Arafel. So Moshe nichnas el ha'arafel, okay, to go and to get the Torah. Some Mefarshim are asking, who cares what was the day, how the temperature was, if it was sunny, if it was raining. I mean, we're talking about Torah that it's forever. Okay, why is so important for me to know that Moshe nichnas el ha'arafel? I saw a chidush in the name of Rabbi Yaakov Edelstein. Rabbi Yaakov Edelstein passed away a few years ago. Almost a few years ago. Last week was his yahrzeit. Was a big tzaddik. He was a rabbi of Ramat HaSharon in Israel. It's one of the most expensive neighborhood, not religious. And when he passed away, Rabotai, the whole entire neighborhood, talking about people that are totally not religious. The whole neighborhood, they went obviously to the Levaya, they didn't stop to cry. They said this rabbi was like a father, Mamash. And he said like this, he said, you know what the Torah is coming to teach us? Moshe nichnas el ha'arafel asher shama Elokim. You want to know where is Borei Olam in your life? You want to reach to high levels? You want to reach to godliness? There is only one thing to know. That before godliness there is arafel. There is this type of cloud that you don't see anything. There is those challenges that you see that everything is getting close and you don't see any exit. Moshe became Moshe only because nichnas el arafel, only because he was ready not to give up when there is a challenge. Rabotai, most of the people, when we have troubles, when the things are not going smooth, instead of saying, what an opportunity, we say exactly the opposite. Why God is doing this to me? You know what I did wrong, and I'm a good guy overall. said, we don't understand Moshe. Moshe, to become a Moshe from your Moshe. Because each one of us have a Moshe, a potential Moshe inside. To become your Moshe, have to be throughout. Moshe nichnas el arafel. And only if you're nichnas, then you're going to be able to see Asher Shama Elokim. Like the Gemara writes, famous Mishnah in Pirkei Avot, Kachi darka shel Torah. That's the way of Torah learning. Pad b'melach tochal. You should eat bread and salt. Mayim b'meshurat tishteh. Drinking, simple water. Ve'al haaretz tishan. Go sleep in the floor. Ve'chayetzar tichyeh. And you should live with a suffering type of life. U'batorah ta'amel. And then to learn Torah. As a mefarshim, can you tell me one over here that is doing this type of life? Come on, even the rabbis. Today, rabbis, how the other guy told me, Rabbi, being a rabbi, it's kedai, you're getting good. It's like, kedai, I want to see you. But anyways, rabbis that are behaving like that, says Rabbeinu Yonah. That's exactly the point. Doesn't mean that I have to live like that. Means that if you have such a situation, the Borei Olam puts you in your life. What is the situation? Parnasa issue. Pad b'melach, it's hard to get the parnasa. Or hayetzar, any type of suffering. Says Rabbeinu Yonah, you know when you're going to be acquiring Torah? Only if at those moments, u'batorah ta'amen, you do an effort to sit down and learn Torah, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving you Moshe Anai Elokim. Then you get into the level of Moshe Rabbeinu. Rabotai, let me tell you, there was a great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Chaim of Tzanz. He was a great rabbi. The Hasidut of Tzanz is one of the biggest in Eretz Israel. Klosenburg, Tzanz. And this rabbi traveled from the city, I think it was a city, it's called Tzanz, I believe. He travels to Prague. Why he travels to Prague? He had a certain, he wasn't feeling so well, and in Prague there are all type of waters. It's called hot water. How do you call it? Natural hot water. Okay? Spring water. So they told him, listen, in Prague, you can go and the son collected money for the trip. It's not easy. So he saved some money. And Baruch Hashem, he had enough money to go, to pay the hotel, whatever, to be there a few weeks, and then to come back. What was the mistake of the son? He gave the money to his father. So then what? So then the father got the money. They travel. They got there. And one of the days, a poor guy knocked at the door, and he said, tzedakah. Rav Chaim of Tzanz said, tzedakah? Of course, let me check what I have. And he gave him everything. All the money. When the son realized that, Daddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you going to go back now? And paying even the hotel, how are we going to pay it? The father says, listen, maybe I didn't realize, but what we can do? Fine. Let's pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu to have some salvation. What you can do? So there is two types of people. One type of people is, there's a problem, I have to figure out the problem. And he's running back and forth and here and there and talking to this guy. How do we say every morning? Stop trusting on people. Do me a favor. Stop thinking, this guy, if I get in front of him, he's going to help me out with the business. Stop. They have no teshua, no way to help you. Borei Olam doesn't want to help you. So obviously there is an obligation, and we spoke about that, of hishtadlut, of doing an effort, but with limits. Anyway, this rabbi said, okay, we're going to try to do our maximum effort. The son says, listen, that's the problem. We have to figure out the problem. He said, I'm going to go around the city of Prague in different shuls. Maybe I will know somebody that I know, And I will ask for me, if he doesn't mind, to give me a loan. We'll figure out how to pay him back. From one shul to another shul, to a third shul, to a fifth shul. He went all over. He didn't see one guy that he knows. The day passed, he was exhausted. Comes back to his dad. Daddy, what a problem. Now what are we going to do? And I said, why are you so sad? I got the whole money back. So what do you mean you had the whole money back? I was in the Beit Midrash. I was saying some Tehillim. And I finished Tehillim. I started to learn. There is a Yehudi that comes up to me. He says, oh, Shalom Aleichem. Where are you from? I say, I'm from this. So what are you doing here? No, I'm coming for... So why are you not in the springs water? What are you doing in the Beit Midrash? And he told him the whole story. He said, that's the problem? Don't worry, I'm going to help you. And he took and he paid him the whole entire needs of the rabbi. And then the son got so amazed. Daddy, you see? Throughout the mitzvah of tzedakah, no one lose. Says the dad, now you're understanding that, huh? A minute ago you were stressed. You couldn't believe. Now you understand? And then the father told the rabbi, the father told his son, he told him, God is not only in the big cities when there is a lot of people. God is in each one of us. You're traveling, you're going to places where there is no Jews. But Olam is not leaving you alone. But Olam is right next to you, trying to see how much we're able to stop being slaves of ourselves. Don't be Aved Ivri. Don't be Aved Ivri. Learn that we are slaves and we have to control this slavery throughout Torah and Maasim Tovim. Baruch Adonai Le'olam.